Yeah, let's do it.
And scene. Oh, that was terrible. Why can't I clap? I'm a stripper. That's what I do. I strip. I don't do this sort of business. That was still bad. I think you're gonna have to do it.
And 1, 2, 3.
Don't you know we all cheer for Magnus Danger D?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fabulous viewers and lucky listeners of the Onwards to Victory podcast. Today is a very special and amazing day. It's going to be muy caliente. Oh, yes. I mean, the weather outside is incredibly frightful, but inside, oh my gosh, it's oh so delightful because my guest today is someone I've personally been lusting after for I don't know how many years. A very close friend and someone I've worked with in the past. My God, is she ready to make you feel fabulous? For those of you that are here watching on video, you're about to fall in love. Ha-ha. Please put your hands together and make a great deal of fuss for the absolutely, oh my gosh. Oh, what an eyeful. Give it up for the fabulous Memphis Mayhem. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi,
is me.
Memphis Mae. What's up?
Oh, just,
Hello.
loving this space with you right now in your gorgeous white linen outfit.
Thank you. This doubles as like dick display because if I don't,
Mine's
if it
kind of
gets
the
wet-
same. I think we've got a similar
Do we got similar bulges going on?
I think my dick's bigger than yours though.
It certainly appears
Yeah.
this way. You're pitching a tent over there.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah. This is thank you very much for this amazing outfit that you've brought here today.
Yeah, well, I'm a fancy lady, so I try and bring.
I've noticed that.
Bring the jazz. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I did wear this outfit out last night at the pub and got shit faced in it and woke up and went, that's the one.
That's the
That's what
essence
we're
of
going
fancy
with.
lady, folks. Yeah. Well, thanks for ending your walk of shame here inside our studio.
It's my
Mwah.
pleasure. It would be. I needed to finish my shame somewhere, and I felt that this is the perfect place for it.
It's a great shame receptacle. If you're going
Yeah.
to dump some shame, this is the place to do it.
I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good.
I eat shame and shit sex. It's amazing. So, Memphis Mae, you and I have known each other for a few years. I don't know how many years we should say. I don't even
reckon
want to
it's-
calculate it.
No, because I think it's so much longer than we actually realize.
Yeah,
'Cause-
that's what I'm worried about. If we start calculating it, we're going to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Back
a
in
lot.
like the mid 90s when we were running around. No, it's not that.
Raving. When
Yeah.
we were raving. We were
Yeah, I
hardcore
put those
ravers.
glow sticks from you in 92.
Yeah,
remember?
and I pulled them out of secret spaces.
That
Mm.
okay. Now this is a fabulous segue because those of you out there,
This sounds like
aren't
this is
fabulous.
a terrifying segue. Just
no,
so you know.
this is great. I want to open you got to pump the accelerator a little bit here.
That's
This
true.
is
Let's fuck 'em up, straight
Podcastvania.
up.
People need to know just how exciting you are. So you are famous amongst not only like the general public, but also in the performer sphere for being something of a maverick, for being something of an
Yeah, I think what you're trying to say
Yeah.
is I hide stuff in my pussy.
bingo.
Yeah,
there we
hey.
go. Hey, why beat
Ah,
around the
knew
bush
it.
when you can put stuff in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Exactly.
So I generally open this up now that we've gone into that segue so far. It's a great opportunity for me to say you got a camera right there. I want you to let all of our listeners and viewers know. For those of you out there that don't know Memphis Mae, all right. So would you introduce yourself over there and just let these people know why they should give a fuck about how amazing you are?
Good evening, viewers.
Oh yeah, I like
This is a public service announcement.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm a burlesque performer. That is what I do.
That's what you put on your
Um,
tax return.
Yeah, that's sure.
Yeah.
I definitely do tax returns. That's something I do all the time. Love
yeah.
doing my taxes.
Us performers are definitely friends of the ATO.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
So friendly. I am a burlesque performer who likes to get as naked as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I just like getting. I just want to get my fanny out
Yep.
and hashtag free the nips. All that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then once you've done a strip and you're that naked, where do you go from there?
Well,
You-
how can you possibly bump that up? You're already naked. What could possibly wow the audience even further?
Pulling shit out of your pussy.
Yeah, baby.
Do you
That's
know what I
I'm talking
mean?
about.
Do you know what? Anyways, I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
Is that what I'm known for? When I die, people are going to be at like my funeral service being like, yes, that time she pulled a balloon out of her pussy.
Yeah, everyone at the service will have to have something inserted before they enter into the vestibule.
They're not allowed in.
Yeah.
Unless there is some form of insertion.
We'll have an X-ray machine set up. Yeah.
Oh, see, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing about dying and like having a funeral is I want to be at my own funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's gonna be the best time because everyone is talking about
how great you are.
How great you are. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I know.
I spent my
fucking
life
know,
doing
right?
dumb shit to try and get you to say it.
Yes.
You wait till I'm dead before you start talking about how awesome I am. Jesus Christ, people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, that's my vote. So I think I do other things. But,
Well,
but-
you're
but that's
a
the best
producer.
part.
I mean, you're not just like getting your fanny out. You're doing emails and producing things. You got shows.
Sometimes send an email.
Yeah.
And every time I do, it's traumatic.
Yeah, emails suck ass.
Emails
Yep.
suck. And just at home, like writing emails, not like this, but just with my tits, just to make it more fun. Just smashing the keyboard with my tits, just doing this.
Do you put that as a paragraph in your? I mean, if I got an email from you and it didn't have a titty paragraph, I'd be somewhat disappointed. Now that I know this.
I have this imagination of just my nipples having tiny fingers on them and just typing away like that. That would be my ultimate if I could have an additional body part.
This
Just little fingers on my nipples.
paragraph took 5 minutes to tapey because of my nipples. Yeah.
I love that you have a
That-
voice for my nipples.
Oh, it's
Like it's
Oh.
great.
What voice would your nipples have? That we going some high pitched? Yeah. They're fairly attention seeking. They're like, hey! That's your nipples
So I went
voice, like,
silent because
yeah.
I really wanted to see what you'd come out with.
Hey! What's up, everybody? Oh, and it'd be a duet. We'd have to do, yeah.
Of course.
Can we do something in post where we make that
You
into
know
a
what? We
duet?
can do it now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's write an email together with my nipples.
Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. All right. Thank you for your email.
Wow.
Okay, this is evidence that neither of us know how to write emails.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know what-
this is
what the
thank
fuck
you.
do you
Who's
wright?
writing thank you for this email?
That's not
the,
how you
the
start
start of
emails.
all emails of all time go, sorry for the delay.
Yeah, that's the
That's
one.
just how you start it.
Oh,
Sorry for the delay.
I cut out sorry for the delay and I replaced it with thank you for your patience. Yeah.
That's good. That is
You
like
just
that's prime email shit.
Do the old switcheroo there.
Yeah, that's
Instead of
classic.
saying like I'm shit for being late, I say you're great for not giving me a hard time about it.
And thank you for
Yeah.
that. So that's where the thank you comes in.
Yeah.
It does work.
I'm
just gonna have
doing a
some-
lot of that one. You so man, oh man, we are gonna get way all sorts of off topic here because
I'm okay with that.
I'm doing everything I can.
You know what I
to-
did? I just did want to make a note before we continue that
Oh yeah,
in this, I actually have a microphone stand, and Ruben K didn't get a microphone stand, so I feel
Yeah.
superior
well that's. I
To-
mean we.
to Ruben Key. Sorry, I feel superior already.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can. I was gonna say. Oh no, that's spoilers.
I
No.
think Ruben's fucking spoiled it himself. So
he was a real champ when we did that.
yeah, he's a
We
big
were
time girl.
in the middle of Edinburgh. I mean, we always do these in the middle of fringes. It's middle of Perth fringe right
That's
now.
when everyone's
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is. I've said this before. It's like Christmas. You know, everybody else gets their Christmas once a year, and all of their favorite people all
Mhm.
conglomerate together.
Yeah.
And we get this thing where, you know, if you get the bigger fringes and you know everyone's going to be there, it's like, yeah,
Yeah, it's
let's
great.
all hang out. And
All
then-
the time.
Yeah.
Every fucking
Yeah,
day.
let's get out. Oh boy, here's my
Yeah.
dick again. Yeah,
So sick of
I'm just
seeing
going to be
it.
sweaty. Oh, I know. That's after a while. I think I'm going to start doing tattoos or something. Just
Ah,
like,
I bought a tattoo gun. I do my own tattoos now. Do you want to see my tattoos that I've done?
yes.
Yeah. So
Wait, on yourself?
Yeah. I'm practicing on myself. So I've done it on my leg. I did some of them are real shit.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, I did a carabiner.
Can we get it? Can you pick that up on any of these? Yeah.
Can I get?
Come on, you stripper. Get your leg
yeah.
up.
Oh,
Tits and teeth. Point those toes.
yeah,
what are
there
you
go.
doing? Point the toe. Here we go.
Yeah, a bit of a.
It's a
flex.
little fishy fish.
I got a little fish, and I did a carabiner
Yep.
and money because I want it.
Yes. Pay me,
Um,
bitch.
And that was my
Yep.
first one, and I fucked it. But anyway, I did them myself. So if you want
Very
a
nice.
tattoo, I
I'm,
can give you a tattoo.
I'm still the only clean skin in the industry.
We're gonna change that.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Let's
Man,
change that.
Everybody wants to get. Do you want to do a little? Bzz, 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 bzz
I would love to.
Yeah.
If I wish I'd have known, I would have brought my tattoo down.
Yeah. Oh, we could do that. Oh no,
I've come unstuck.
you've been caught. You got?
Sorry, just gonna
You're
put my
right. You're
shoe
comfy.
back on. You haven't paid me enough to strip this way. So just gonna put that back away. No feet.
Oh yeah,
No
that's
feet videos,
not even
you
the
know.
Patreon people
Not
are
even
going to
it.
get feet. Now that's
Bastards.
once we get the OnlyFans going up. Yeah.
Do you have
Showing
an
your feet.
OnlyFans?
No, it's been remarked upon. It's
You
been
should have an
talked about.
OnlyFans. You'd be. I think you'd be fabulous on OnlyFans.
You think?
I do. I really.
I
truly
do.
believe it.
I've got a lot of friends with OnlyFans. Like
I feel
serious creators.
like you. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
an OnlyFans. It's
Yeah.
great. I love it. It's great.
That's
I mean,
the segue, of course.
yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
It's also not great. You
Yeah.
know, like
Is it?
bit men. Just
Yeah.
talking to filthy men.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun though. But I think you would be great. I think you would be great on OnlyFans because I would sign up because I just imagine all the weird shit you'd do with your dick. Like it
Oh,
wouldn't just be
certainly.
like, here is sexy Magnus. There'd
Yeah.
be an element of that, but there'd be also like there'd be a theme of like, what does Magnus put his dick in today? You know, and it'd be just like
Oh my God,
cups
that-
of jelly or like baked beans or something. Like
That would be.
I'd watch that.
Well,
I'd pay for that.
if it exists, there's point of it. There's going to be somebody out there who is going to get turned on by that. There's going to be baked bean
I think
fetishes.
there's so many people who'd be turned on by that.
Yeah. What is it? Like, how is the OnlyFansy thing? You get to speak to filthy men all the time?
Yeah.
Do you like answer all of them yourself?
I do. See, I mean, my following is not as big as some people who have
Yeah.
like they have to have people to respond. So these guys
Can
think
you
that they're
imagine
talking to
having
this
that as a
hot
job?
woman.
Yeah.
They're actually just talking to some like twink dude who's sitting in his office. It's just so fucking genius.
They call themselves social media, engineer or marketer. And their job is really talking to,
Yeah. It's
filthy
great.
hornbags.
I love it. But yeah, no, OnlyFans is it's fun, it's sexy.
Yeah.
It's and sometimes it's really not sexy because masturbating to a camera with no one else in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great all the time.
Sometimes you just wouldn't be in the mood. Right?
Sometimes you're just not in the
Yeah.
mood, but you know what I
Yeah.
am in the mood for?
What?
Money.
Hey!
That's the yeah.
Well,
that's the
that
thing.
is, that's a big turn on, isn't it?
That is money makes it very sexy.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah.
ever thinking, oh, geez, I'm just not up for this. And then someone goes, hey, money exists. You're
There
like,
you go.
oh,
I'm up
boy.
for it.
Sploosh.
But it is better than working in a strip club, though. Like it beats that. I worked in a strip club for
Yeah.
years, and at least I don't have to like have some guy blowing on my asshole. And,
Right.
do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
because they weren't allowed to touch. So they're like,
Yeah.
what can I do to engage with touch? And just like this on my fanny and my butthole.
Is for real?
Yeah, that's a real thing that happens.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
true.
you
It's
say
majestic.
that's a real thing that happens? Like it happens often.
Yeah.
It's happened more than once.
Yeah.
And it's happened enough to warrant
It happens
being
to
a
like
regular thing.
to other people as well. It's amazing. It's just this thing that guys go, I'm just gonna blow on your fanny. It's
I
like,
just want to affect change in my
Yeah,
environment in some way.
exactly.
And the rules are I can't touch. Okay.
Just blow on it. Maybe that's the because if they can't jerk off
God damn.
in that space and just like what?
Jeez.
What I mean, look, if you got a bit of shaving rash, then it's kind of nice because you're like, oh, thank you.
That's slightly calming.
Slightly calming.
Maybe if they've just had a menthol cigarette or something and you get that.
You get that nice, that
Yeah.
nice cool breeze. Anyway,
Actually,
that's
I
all.
had a similar experience. I mean, I can't say it's exactly the same, but I had a. Do you know Dr. Bonner's shower stuff? Have you ever heard of this? I still call it Dr. Hot Bod because it's not, but it's
I have no idea what you're talking about. Grace
okay. This is if you run into any of the Byron Bay or like the Bay hippies or those kind of. It's one of those supernatural, not supernatural, but it's supernatural and it's full of mint and all sorts of stuff. And when you put it on you,
burns.
it's all
burns.
well the parts of you that aren't open sores or open like cavities.
Wait, how
that's
many
fine.
open sores do you have on your body?
Oh my
please?
god, I'm
Just-
covered.
You did get a paper cut earlier.
That is
had a
that's
paper
true.
cut.
That one counts. I already poured a bunch of lemon juice into
Yeah.
that, making cocktails for this earlier. But
Digress.
Dr. Hotbod's Dr. Hotbod's minty, awake juice
Yeah.
stuff. Fabulous. You put it on and then you jump out of the shower. You're like, yo, yeah,
You
let's
feel
get
real
it on. Boo.
jazzed.
Yeah. But if you get it on your butthole, it is,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
spicy.
that's it. There's a little bit too much Speedy Gonzalez going on. when you
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
And I can imagine, if it were to go flap-wise, it would be a very
Yeah,
similar
it's not
story.
good. Oh, actually, I have a story relating to this. How do you have a story relating to this? I fucking do.
Great.
Because remember earlier
I knew you were
how
a great
I was
choice
talking
for a
about
podcast guest, of course.
putting stuff in my pussy. So I have this act where I chew bubble gum for the
Mhm.
act, and then I hide the bubble gum in my pussy and blow out a balloon, like
Yeah.
so it looks like my pussy's blowing a bubble out. Not real. Oh my god!
What? Oh,
Surprise!
the magic of theater.
And one night, I usually use the Hubba Bubba. And so
Right.
that's nice when I put
Yeah.
it, because I put it back in my mouth, and then someone from the audience eats it, which is hilarious because people think that I give it to them. I said, "Do you want to eat this gum?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah." And then afterwards, I started asking people, saying like after I've been doing it for like 3 years, I
Right.
started asking people of like, "You do know that that was the gum that was in my
It's
pussy?"
the sa-
And
I'm
they,
not-
and they were like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Where did I get a surprise piece of pre-gummed fucking chewing gum from?" Like, I had one in my pocket. I'm naked. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, it is amazing how far people will go to just assume things are okay. They just
Yeah.
will invent to do that. Oh, well, she wouldn't do
Well, she
that.
wouldn't do
Of
that.
course not. Yeah, I'll eat it. Ha ha,
Oh,
wee.
yeah. No, they just and they did. So many people ate that pussy gum, which is great. Good on them.
Were the reactions positive?
Always.
Yeah,
There's
of course.
always someone. And people always ask me every time they see the act for the first time, they go, "Does someone always eat the gum?" And I'm like, literally
Always.
99% of the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
There's like a few shows where maybe they won't because it's a bit more conservative.
People will be, oh, yeah, when you go to, if you're doing a corporate for some sort of nun factory.
That's
Yeah.
true. And
'Cause
I
you always
do-
get booked
I'm
for those.
always booked for those
Yeah.
non-factory gigs.
Yeah.
It's so weird. but anyway, so yeah.
The fuck is a nun factory?
What is a nun factory? I would like to go there.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and
Blow it up.
traumatize them. Blow it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I just traumatize
But just
them
hang
one
out
at
at
a
the
time.
exit where all the new nuns are coming out and be like, whoop, whoop. Yeah.
The new nuns.
Yeah.
Because it's a factory, of course.
Yeah,
they're
because
making
they're
new nuns.
manufacturing nuns. I got a.
I still haven't finished my.
Oh, yeah. Go.
Because we were talking about your butthole being on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
This relates
so
to
the
this,
chewing
yeah.
the chewing gum is the Hubba Bubba is the one that I usually use, right?
Oh, my God.
But I didn't have
no.
Hubba Bubba, so I had to use extra.
Oh.
And so I had the extra, and I swear it was like for the next half an hour after that act, like half
Yeah.
an hour to an hour, that my pussy was like
yeah.
minty fresh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it burned.
Like a goddamn, Norska Arctic breeze.
It did. It
going
definitely
on.
did. sort
Wow.
of 5 gum,
Yeah.
5 pussy.
How it feels to stick 5 gum in your pussy. Yeah.
That was perfect.
There you
was
go.
kinda- that was
We
kinda
do a
it.
bunch of the. You know how many Uber drivers are driving around right now with me as their voicemail message? There's a lot of
Really?
them. Yeah.
Why? What have you
Well,
done?
because sooner or later it gets into a conversation about. They go, "Oh, I love your mustache. Oh, I love your voice." And I go, "Oh, well, I do a bunch of these voiceovers and things." And sooner or later, it'll get around to it. And yeah,
Oh, like you're on the radio, like you do voiceovers
Yeah.
on the radio.
yeah. Oh, I've done a bunch of those ads. Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to do voiceovers for like big companies and things when you would call up and be put on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Wow.
Thank you for calling BHP Billiton. Your
That's
call is
fucking
important
weird.
to us. Yeah.
That's so weird.
If you'd like to speak to accounts, please press 1.
That's
Go
really
fuck
weird.
yourself. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
That's great.
I used to
Oh
do
my-
that for an hour a week and get a fat paycheck.
Yeah, heaps of money for
Hey.
that.
Yeah.
It's funny sometimes the dumb shit you do that like pays heaps of money. You're like, what?
Oh, yeah.
This is why.
Yeah. Like letting people like exhale onto your butthole. Yeah. Cha-ching!
Cha-ching.
Hey!
I love it.
It's well, erections are a growth industry.
Yeah, no, right now.
Dead air. That's okay. Good. Thank you. So, okay, we could easily entertain the entire world by going through a catalog of some of your amazing old acts. Your McDonald's cheeseburgery act is famous, at least amongst me and my peers.
Yeah.
That's just something that we cannot stop talking. When people talk about, oh my God, have you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're your McDonald's ad comes up quite a bit.
I have not done that for years.
Yeah.
I've not done that act for ages.
Yeah.
And I do miss it, but I think I had to give it up. Personalities change, and you definitely change. But I have this massive guilt. I have this massive guilt over this act. 'Cause one year at Adelaide Fringe, I was doing after hours cabaret. And I had this thing that, because I have a cheeseburger, and I would throw it to the side of the stage. And so I was trying, because the performers are on the side of the stage, so I was trying to hit a performer every night.
Yeah.
And then one night I hit Dolly Diamond directly square in the face with this cheeseburger, and she was the act after me.
Oh.
And she had to run to the change room to fix her makeup. And so I feel like I have a little bit of trauma about that. I mean,
Wow.
I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah. So,
Very. That's not
not
a trivial amount and process of makeup for Dolly Diamond. Just go,
yeah,
ooh,
drag
ooh.
queen, just fully.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I haven't done that one in a while, but I've got.
Is that the reason? You haven't done it in a while?
No, it's not the reason.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, I think she'd like to think that it's the reason, but
Yeah.
we change and we upgrade, don't we? And we create new shit.
Yeah.
I've created some new stuff for this show that I'm doing, Cake. Which is
Cake here at Perth Fringe. Yeah.
It's really good. It's good fun. It's a really,
Yeah.
really good show. It's
Well, you
just
got a hell of a lineup.
stupidity.
I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, the lineup
The folks
is
you got up in
nuts.
there.
It is very cool. David Erickson from
David Erickson.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Sweden?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sweden.
Sweden.
He is from
Crazy.
Sweden.
He flew over just for this, just for Cake.
Yeah.
Only for this.
I mean, he is also doing his Apple Saucy solo show.
He's also
Yeah.
doing his solo show, but whatever.
It's just great to have him back. But we were talking about this a bit before, because David Erickson was here back in 2018. And it was kind of the salad days, back when the
Back when
artist
Fringe
bar,
was Fringe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The artist bar, aka the Budgie Smuggler, was really that was going off. You remember the finger bus?
Yes, I remember the finger bus.
Remember the finger bus?
Of course, I remember the finger bus. I
great
saw
days.
Logan. Do you remember Logie?
Yeah.
He showed me his penis on that bus because he's got a
yeah.
tattoo on his penis.
You must be a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt really lucky.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a finger bus for me. It was a dick bus.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was finger bus. DJ finger bang on the decks. Pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, but that was a real salad days time. Well, at Perth Fringe anyway, and David was there for that, and he hasn't been back since then.
Since then, ages.
I mean, he's doing amazing stuff all over Europe and what have you. But in that meantime, whilst you and I, have been doing this since the bloody beginning,
Since
right?
the crack of dawn.
Yes. We've seen some shit that would make these guys just turn white.
Turn white
Absolute-
and get massive erections that will
Yeah.
last for way too long. They
The
might have
fear
to be
boner.
hospitalized
Hospitalized from fear boners.
from fear boners.
Yeah. See,
I mean-
that's what Fringe used to be
That's
around
what
that
Fringe
time.
is, getting
Yeah.
hospitalized for fear boners.
Yeah. I didn't come here to see a one-woman show about somebody's shitty childhood and how they're comfortable war-torn. I came to see some Romanian woman shoot ping pong balls out of her pussy.
Yes.
And yeah.
And that is very close to what David does.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God. Yeah, that is.
Ping pong ball guy. We got there. That was nearly a full
Yeah.
circle. We got there.
Boy.
There's still. I'm trying to get Cake to bring back the madness. Bring back that Fringe.
Oh, that's what
that
I'm
weird
here
Fringe
for.
stuff. Yeah.
When it was starting out back then, and there was just your pre-COVID times when you would just let loose with fluids,
Yeah.
just fluids on the audience,
Everywhere.
no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did my Macca's act at the artist bar one
You
night.
did.
I did do
and
that.
it was legendary.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a very good time.
I have so many vagina stories because I took my merkin off in that act because I was like, fucking Fringe, get your pussy
Woo!
out. And I pulled my merkin out and then
Yeah.
I walked off stage and I was like, oh, my tampon string is just like... It's like, oh, okay, cool. So, but that's what
Yeah.
the Fringe bar was. It was like, fuck it.
It really was absolute distilled and beautiful chaos. Oh my gosh.
It really, really was.
I saw some shit in there that you're never ever gonna see. And this is back when there was a bunch of we had so much more sideshow and freak show stuff back then.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love watching shows that are like hot people doing hot people shit.
Of course.
That's great. Hot people, easy on the eyes. Mwah, wonderful. Great.
Yeah,
Let's
with a
do
little
some
bit
of that.
of body mutilation now
Yeah.
and again. Yeah.
I mean, gosh. I remember back when we were doing Bazaar, we had hooks in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that at the Voodoo Lounge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, we did the club night at the Voodoo Lounge, but we had.
Didn't someone
Bazaar-
hang something from his balls?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was
We
great.
had Reverend Butcher.
Yes.
The fabulous Toddy, Reverend Butcher. We
That's
had hooks in his back,
Yes,
and we
yes, yes.
hoiked them up into the ceiling. And he
So
had
brutal.
he's got a very special thing called a scronut. It's a transscrotal piercing, or a gap.
Mm.
So if I say scronut, being a portmanteau of scrotum and donut, you get a very clear idea of what the hell this thing
Very
looks like.
visceral, yeah.
The guy has got the weirdest junk you have ever seen. It honestly, he would wear nothing but an apron, and we would
Yeah.
put hooks in his back and hoik him up into the ceiling.
See,
And-
that's what we
yeah.
need to be seeing more. I want to. That's what I want to see.
I am so glad
Right?
that you are on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
we
let's-
definitely need some more of that.
we need to find someone with some mutilated genitals
Yeah.
to get on stage and hang shit from them.
And if we don't have one, we'll make one, damn it. Form an orderly queue. And if you need something tattooed on you, I happen to know someone who has their own, tattoo. You still call it a tattoo gun?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a tattoo artist, am I?
No, you call it, but yeah.
I feel like I want to be like really shit at it. Like I never want to get good at tattooing.
Okay.
Like if I'm just always horrendously bad at it,
So-
everyone knows they're getting a bad tattoo, which means I can't tattoo too much because then I'll get good at it, and then
Right.
that ruins it.
Well, you could always just counteract whatever skill you accrue by
Mm.
getting wasted or
Yeah.
or
But
switching hands.
But I don't even know.
Yeah.
I think it's like I don't think I'm meant to have a tattoo gun. Like tattoo artists would not approve of this at all.
Oh no, probably not.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is really bad. So I might not everybody like. No one will tattoo me again because I'll be like, oh, that's that chick from.
What are
the
they? What are they
podcast
gonna?
team.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Tattoo people? Huh? What are you gonna see this? Are you gonna blackball her or something?
Yeah.
Dude,
What are
money
you gonna
is
do?
money. So you're gonna show up with money.
I'm
And
going to
then-
show up
yeah.
with my fanny money.
Yeah, hard
Take
earned
it.
asshole inflato money,
Yeah.
and you're gonna take that money and you're gonna make beautiful marks on this beautiful woman. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah,
Thank you so much for that support. That was
it's
really
well, hey,
good.
the market speaks. God damn it. I mean,
The
we
market
wouldn't
does
be able to do what we do if the market didn't speak. But
That's true.
yeah,
That is true. But here we are
mm
doing this
this right now
in this gorgeous room with all
Oh.
of your things.
Well, thank you very much.
There's a lot of stuff here.
I have, we don't actually talk about all of the sort of gizmos and bits and bobs around there.
Hmm.
That there's a painting right behind you there from the fabulous Moondog, who is a professional sign writer and does lowbrow art on the on the side.
It's great.
He did that for me. He had the idea for that before COVID, and it took him until last year to finally give it to me.
No time at all.
Yeah. No. He was working on it, and he came, the sweetest guy, and he just showed up with this very meek face and had it in a couple of plastic bags and put it off. And went, okay, that's definitely going to go in there. That's real gold in the word gold.
Is it really?
Yeah, real gold.
Huh.
Yeah.
If that goes missing,
Hey.
hey, not
Fucking,
me.
why do I keep inviting strippers to my house?
Yeah, we're
Jesus
hustlers. We're
Christ.
just gonna take your
Goddamn.
shit.
Yeah,
and get out.
Don't tell her where all of the fucking silver's buried. Jesus Christ.
Idiot.
Yeah,
Idiot.
man.
Hey, I want to bring up this story. I've been thinking about it since we first started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
we
this
got
is
a story.
this is an us story.
Oh,
This
right.
is our story.
Oh,
This
oh,
is our
boy.
story. You know
Well,
our story.
We've got a few stories. Wait, what is this? Is this what I think it's going to be?
I think it is. It's when we
Okay.
were at Fringe,
Uh-huh.
obviously.
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 Where
And
are we ever?
And this
anywhere
was
else?
a good Fringe because this is the Fringe where they had that big circus house and it was like this massive house. Do you remember this mansion, the circus
Yeah.
mansion?
Yeah.
I don't even know who was living there.
It was wasn't it some rich guy and he had a beehive in the wall? Was that what was going on? Is this the same house?
It might be. It
Yeah.
could be. There was a pool.
Ah, I know this story.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is when we truly became close, wasn't it? This is when we became close because there's Fringe
Okay.
performers always want to out entertain
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. Well, that I I remember that. Okay, I do remember that party. There was a lot of fringe folks there.
Mhm.
It was a very swanky house.
It was very
like
fancy.
super swanky.
Yeah.
And this pool was like, it wasn't just like a little paddly, but it was like a proper lap pool. It had this giant like marble decorative waterfall fountain thing,
Yeah.
which the Dukey Marla boys just kept climbing and jumping off over and over again. Yeah. That was amazing.
It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild.
And you and I had a bonding moment.
We
Yeah.
did.
Well, this is I'll let you unfold this for everybody.
Well, okay, so
You can go into as much detail as you like.
Well, my memory is shaky on it
Yeah,
because of
Ah.
slight intoxication.
Because, oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Were you drinking at a fringe party? Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God, no
Yeah.
way. Definitely do not drink at all.
Hey. Oh, that was
Uh,
back when I was drinking as well. And I was
Yeah.
probably
I'm the same.
probably a little bit the same.
Mm.
But it did help us. It did inspire us to do this amazing and incredible.
So it's like
Dingus.
because it was such a fancy house and a fancy pool, and so obviously a fancy pool has these like crazy jets, and we basically had a come off. It was like who can make themselves come first
Yeah.
with this pool jet.
And it was.
We got very serious about it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was competitive.
It did start out as a something of a haha. It'll be funny. Yeah, and then okay. So there's these two. It's the edge of the pool, and this is a very fancy place.
Yeah.
And it's I'm not sure what time it is, but it's after everyone's shows have finished, and somehow all of the wild, crazy fringe people had all congregated in this one house party.
Yeah.
And there were naked people just running back and forth. It was all going on.
Glorious.
And I think we were swimming, and so we were probably naked as well at the time.
What?
And there were these two. I know. Oh my God,
crazy.
Fuck, they'll hate that at the Nun Factory. So there were these two jets that were sort of spaced apart, maybe like a meter and a half apart.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of far enough down into the water so that if both of us put our legs up on the edge of the pool,
Yeah, that's
we
right.
were like just had our had our
It was
our
very
taints, our
delicate.
perineums pressed hard against what was obviously some very high quality jets.
And I love that
Yeah.
no one, like we were there for quite some time,
Oh yeah.
and no one was like, "Can someone just turn off the fucking jets to
No.
stop these idiots?"
No, they
it was
were
like,
I-
"Do it, get it."
There was my recollection is we had quite an audience, but they were very there was a lot of subterfuge there. There was a lot of people watching, like they would just pretend to walk back and forth to get stuff, but they were watching that intently, going like, "Oh my God!" So the competition was
Yeah.
who will come first. We're gonna seriously press our
Yeah.
junk against these jets, and whoever reaches the climax first is the loser.
And
think.
who
Yeah.
won?
I won.
No, you did.
I
I don't think either of us won.
No.
Because there is when there's the intoxication level,
Oh yeah.
your body.
Neither of us were. I don't think either of us were going to get there. But there was the part of it that I recall that will always be seared into my mind that I loved about that even more. And I think was like a seriously bonding moment was
It was.
we were both there and it started. I was like, ha ha, this will be funny. And then it got into like,
Like,
Okay.
oh,
Mm.
so serious, so serious.
are we going to get it? And
No.
there was a moment where we'd both definitely committed to the bit. We're like, okay, we're going to do this. There was a moment where you turned to me with this kind of, what have I done look in your face.
Why did
You
I
kind of,
start
I'm
this?
rethinking my choices. And you looked me right in the eyes because we're both seriously concentrating here and hanging on like with our legs like pushing against this thing. And you turned to me and this look on your face, you were like, Magnus, I feel weird.
I'm starting to feel a little bit weird.
I started to feel
about
something.
this.
This is something is happening. I'm like, go with it.
Just
Go
go
with
with
it,
the
it's fine.
feeling.
Yeah,
Go with it.
You
do
can
it.
do this.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
don't recall how it ended at the
Yeah. I think we were both winners. Really?
Well, I mean,
We were both winners.
hey, Eiffel Tower.
Oh, why did I try and high five over a microphone like an idiot?
Hey.
I'm not good at this podcast thing.
Oh, you're like, what are you kidding? You're
But
amazing
did you
at
see
this
my
podcast
clap trying
thing.
to start the show like this? Like, what was I fucking doing?
Look,
Idiot.
We don't pay you to make sounds.
That's
yeah.
true. Well,
You're there to shake it to jiggle it. Except for right
Exactly.
now. I'd
Yeah,
love to
now
say
I'm
we
making
pay you to
sound.
make sound now, but this is no one's paying you for this. This is, yeah. This is purely out of the kindness of your heart.
kindness
and
of the kindness of my art. That's
Hey.
the kindness of my ass.
Well, you
As I'm
also
doing
get
this.
to I mean, if your ass is around, we'll blow some air up into
Yes,
it.
please.
Yeah.
I would love to. I would.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I got rent to pay.
Yeah, and we can use this fan that has been set up here.
Oh yeah.
That Magnus built just before we started this podcast, and just
Because
walked
it
into
was-
the room with
yeah.
it because it's spicy in here.
Yeah.
We walked into the room with it with no guards on it, so we just have a death trap
Yeah.
sitting immediately in front of us.
See, this is, I mean, the freak show, sideshowy part of me is
This
just
is-
desperate to go, oh, the old days. I just want to get my wang out and just rub it against those blades.
What's changed? Why would well, you can do that? I believe in you.
We've grown as people. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm going to do it right now. Yeah, of course.
Can we do that on camera?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
I
on
know we
camera?
could do it on, I don't think it's like in camera, but the sound is going to be
The
amazing.
sound is what
Yeah.
would kick it off.
Yeah.
Are you actually going to do this right
Of
now?
course. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god!
Like
See, welcome to Fringe, everybody.
Yeah!
This is the Fringe show.
This is
is it.
I'm telling you, we didn't make this goddamn podcast to be, to sit around and talk about making fucking model airplanes or some shit.
This is an action.
Yeah,
This
all
is
right.
well, you get yourself ready. I'm going to pour myself some more of this wine.
Okay, I'm just gonna point that there.
Oh, this is making me so happy. This is onwards to victory. This is what this is. Welcome.
Oh my! I just lost an inch. Oh boy!
I love the commitment to the bit. How did it feel? Do you feel?
Oh,
Do you feel excited? Art. Pure art. Wow.
That's what art's all about, baby. Yeah. You know
Do
what
you-
we need to have now is a bunch of roses, like
yeah.
on the other side of those cameras for moments
Thrown
just
to
like
us.
this, so they can get thrown out here.
All set up for
Bras
you,
and
ready to go.
roses. Mm.
Bras and roses, and probably some like bepanthen or something that you're gonna need after that situation.
Oh boy, yeah.
but
this
that was very fringy.
See, this is. I didn't want to let you down.
Thank
And
you
I-
so much. Thank you for committing to the bit.
Later on, I'm gonna. Oh no. Oh no,
Oh,
those ones. Oh
oh,
no,
we-
please be careful with those ones. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
we
Yeah.
were just delivered some roses, but told that
Yeah.
they're the dangerous ones. And
Yeah.
to be honest, knowing you, Magnus, I'm terrified to know why they're the danger roses.
I think there's a bunch of infusions of poisons in a whole bunch of stuff. I have so many
I feel
things.
so safe.
Yeah.
So
This room
safe
is
here.
full of things that could kill you.
Can kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Is that why you invited me here? You were
Eh,
like, yeah, you know what, Memphis, you've had enough.
No,
Your time is done.
because if I'm going to put a bunch of things in a room that could ruin my life, it wouldn't be a complete collection unless you were here.
That's true because I can ruin your life. I think
Hey.
because I can and will.
Oh yeah. That's what. See, you got to get the spicy girls. That's what it's all about. But for those of you that have all already, especially the video viewers, who have seen this incredible oil painting here, you are definitely in love. But you're taken now. Is that a thing?
I am Tarkin.
Yeah.
I'm
well, I
taken.
mean, it's You're an engaged lady.
I am engaged.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a thing? Like, do you have to pretend you're not?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are like, no, it's my character, but I
I've
just
heard this,
don't
but-
tell anyone anyway. So
Yeah,
it doesn't
okay.
matter.
Oh, right.
Like,
Well, in that case, I won't tell anyone either.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
I love that we can talk. You're like, yeah, I just shove things in my pussy, but then it's talking about like the nature of my actual relationship. We're not going to get into that. That's
Yeah, I
not.
don't wanna, that's serious stuff I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about.
Yeah.
No, my partner's a circus rigger.
Yeah.
It's so great. But like,
That means they're really hot. And
yeah,
buff.
and buff.
Yeah.
Buff
Sup-
AF.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I'm not an aerialist,
Right.
but he's a rigger.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, can you just fucking rig me up to anything? And he's like, Absolutely not. You are so uncoordinated and hopeless. Like, I just fall like a sack of potatoes. Just boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like, it would just, it
Wow.
wouldn't be great. So, but I'm trying to get rigged up to something. So try it.
I
But
would
he-
love that.
But he has rigged up my, he's rigged up my pussy in cake. He attaches me. I have a butt plug in my fanny, and he comes and attaches a carabiner to this thing that's attached to my vagina, and then what's attached to the other end is Leopold Pentland holding a cake. And he's sitting on a dolly, and so I feel like I get to do my art.
And you bring him out onto
Yeah,
this
and I like I was like,
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's not easy. I have a very strong vagina,
Yeah.
and I just love that my
You're one of those-
fiance gets to be part of
Yeah.
that special moment.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
You know.
you're one of those fractal vice kind of ladies. I've heard about this. Yep. Boy,
Yeah,
oh boy.
it's all part of it.
Mm.
So
I've
you know,
handed you walnuts and not even known what's happening, and they come back, soggy and open. It's incredible.
yeah, and I think you know why they came back soggy.
Well, a guy can dream. That's why do you think I carry all these walnuts
But
with me all the time?
it's not dreaming with me. Let's go. I'll
Yeah.
try anything.
You got the power. God.
Yeah.
When is Cake on? In all seriousness, when is Cake on?
Cake is
This might not come out for like a long time
Cake
after
is
the
finished
season.
now.
Yeah. Oh,
Cake-
it's all done.
No, it's not. But when this podcast comes out, Cake
Yeah.
is done. We've
Yeah.
cancelled. I've fired everyone. I've quit, and it's now just a one-woman show called Nup. Or
Nup.
Or my one-woman show I'll eventually do. I just want to call it Sorry.
So,
Whoops.
to
Whoops.
apologize.
Just
Whoops.
to apologize for what's about to happen.
It would be great. A whoopsie daisy. Yeah.
I like that you said in all seriousness, and then
Mm.
that didn't happen. Cake is on. Cake is on at 11:20 in the Aurora Spiegel tent at the Pleasure Gardens.
Oh.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday nights. It's late.
11. I could do 11:20.
We do
Maybe I'll come see that.
11:20.
I gotta go get naked for strangers in the adults only magic show.
How good's that?
Yeah. Oh, it's glorious.
Glorious. What do you? How do you reveal yourself?
Well, it's. Oh, geez, I don't want to have spoilers, but you mean in what manner? It's just
You just take
I
your
just-
clothes off.
yeah,
just
just-
get it done.
show up. Yeah.
Or you
There's
show
no-
up naked.
Yeah. There's no.
Are we giving
I don't
away
have any of
spoilers?
that very artistic preamble, but
Yeah.
it's there. But we ran the numbers, and it was. I mean, if you very conservatively say there's about 100 people,
Hmm.
there's way more than that. But yeah, if you were to narrow all the way down and say there's only 100 people at each show, it's more like 400. But
Wow, way to be
Yeah.
modest there. You
Yeah,
you
little
really
humble
tried.
brag.
You
Yeah.
really tried so
I was
hard
trying-
then
yeah.
to be humble. Yeah,
But
like
it's-
100, but nah, it's actually.
if I just say it's 100, it's a lot easier to calculate, and maths is not what I came here for. So it's about 20,000 sets of art. I did my 200th naked walkthrough.
Great, good.
In,
on you.
Wait,
Congratulations.
you know when this was? Yeah, producer man knows when it was. Was it Edinburgh? Yeah, it was first Edinburgh, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
It was the first Edinburgh this 2024. This
Yeah.
last just gone was my 200th naked walkthrough. So at least 20,000 sets of eyeballs.
I love it, but people deserve it. They give the people what they didn't know they needed.
Right. I am a river unto thee. And why would I be so selfish as to deprive the world of the sight of
It's
my
true.
meat and potatoes going on? I wanted to talk to you about this. All right. So I have this thing I've noticed when you're walking around, and this is in Edinburgh especially, right? So between the beginning of the festival and the end of the festival, there's this thing that happens, and I know that there's a correlation because it happens more often and more frequently the further along the festival has been going. So people will clock you in the street, and there'll be a sort of a moment of recognition, and they'll like go, "Oh, yeah, I think I know who you are," and then they'll remember how they know you,
Yeah.
and they do this weird kind of like,
Oh, whoops.
yeah, the up and down, and I get this thing. I see. Are they checking me out, or are they've seen me naked and they don't really know what the protocol is for starting a conversation?
Yeah, how do you respond to that? Because it's like, oh, hey, it's you. Yeah, great. Oh,
Always.
wait, no, I've seen your butthole.
Yeah. I go in, I mean, as soon as I clock them doing that. I can't be stopped, obviously.
No,
I
you've
might-
got to like latch on to
Yeah.
that awkwardness, latch onto it,
Oh,
and just
yeah.
make them feel so much worse.
Yeah, and I start
Yes.
yelling about my, hey, did you like the dick that I showed you?
Did you like the dick
Yeah.
bit?
And their toddler's crying in the pram next door. Yeah.
That's their fault for having children.
Why
Idiots.
would you do that? Yeah.
You have one.
I know she's the best.
She is so
Yeah,
great. She
I
made
know.
us little mocktails.
Oh, yeah.
It's the cutest little thing ever.
I know. She's she's very well trained as a showbiz baby.
Yeah, absolutely. She
She's
knows that when the burlesque performers show
Yeah.
up, they need something in a champagne glass.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
yes, correct.
I remember, well, okay, we could talk some MC stuff,
yeah.
right? Because you're like, there's not many of us.
Mm.
MCs are we're kind of a minority within the already kind of a minority of performers.
Well, which
right?
is not a bad thing because there's like, there's a minority there and there's a reason because there is also a majority of MCs, but the majority of MCs is shit.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
I
So it's probably
absolutely.
kind of a good thing that there's just a little squish of us,
Yeah.
because that's the worst part about a show. If
Yeah.
you get a shit MC and you're
I'm
like,
sure
this show
everyone
goes for an
can-
hour. Fuck.
Oh boy.
I have to
yeah.
sit through this.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's painful.
But this is the other thing about because you've emceed a lot of shows. You're fabulous. You're hilarious.
I give it a
and
go.
yeah, you do some fabulous hype.
Yeah.
You actually, this is if I may just
If you Memphis Mae.
blow up your asshole for a second. Yeah, you've got an ability to get a lot of hype with like very very little. There's just there's a lot of simmering and then just a little bit of a boop,
Boop.
and you get them. They suddenly go from there to there. It's something I've always loved about when you're
It's very
emceeing stuff.
kind. It's very kind
Yeah.
of you to say that. I think the thing about it is it's the self-deprecation. I think is what really nails that moment to be able to be like, I'm a fuckwit too.
Yeah.
Like I am also a dickhead. Don't worry about it. Also, why is that guy wearing that?
Yeah.
Like, why,
Yeah.
But if you make fun of yourself first,
Right.
and then you make fun of the audience, then they're definitely way more on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got that's if we're just gonna talk shop here, and I'm going to because we never
Let's shop.
that's the thing. Also, the thing about MCs is, you go out, you do a show. There's only ever one of us,
Yeah.
so it's not like we can we get to compare notes very often. We're going to meet up in scenarios like this if we're ever going to compare MC notes. Like, what do you do? What's your tone? How do you deal with this or that?
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite things to do.
It is fun. I
talk
did
MC stuff.
I recently did a workshop with this guy who was going to MC a show. He's not an MC, and he just asked me for advice and do this workshop. And as I was talking to him about what it is to MC, I'd never said that stuff out loud before, and realized like, oh my God, it is actually fucking hard to MC because you're controlling an entire room. Like, if you lose the crowd as an MC, you're done.
Yeah.
You're completely done. And it is so hard to get back.
Yeah.
So it's just all these things that as I was saying it out loud, I was like, wow, yeah, like it's fucking hard.
And once you've been doing it for a while,
Yeah.
as you have,
Yeah.
then there's the number of processes that are going on.
Yeah.
It's like 20 different,
It's insane,
timers
right?
going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And you've got to keep your eye on so many balls at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And know when to catch, when to throw back. Like, and it can all change in a moment. And of course, the real reason why everyone needs a really good MC is those moments, and they happen every so often, when everything goes to shit.
Everything goes to
and
shit.
it's all on you.
Girl,
Yeah.
I cannot fucking tell you.
Yeah.
I have these moments as an
Right.
MC where it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I like to pick on audiences, right?
Yes.
Like I love to pick on audiences.
I mean, you're very good. You can get away with
And
it.
I just launch at them, and sometimes I'm like, oh, sorry, whoops, but
I went a
also
bit far.
sucked in.
Yeah.
But there's been a couple of times, right? One time when I was, it's horrible.
That little pause means
it's-
that something really insane is about. Okay.
Okay, I got two bangers for
Let
you.
me strap in for this.
So there was one time I was in, where was I? Where is that? What's that place? Dubbo. Like Dubbo. Yeah, Dubbo. was in Dubbo doing a
Okay,
show. It was
right.
fabulous. I love the establishment. It's a great bar.
Love some Dubbos.
And there's this group of girls, and I'm hosting, and they look like they've just been to the races or something. Like they were doing something during the day, and I think they were shit faced.
Yeah.
And this one girl was wearing glasses, like
White girl day drunk. Okay.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
this one girl wearing like not reading glasses, like dark black. It's sunny.
Okay.
It's sunny. I need to put my sunny sunglasses on.
Right.
But she's in a venue at 9 p.m. And
Uh-huh.
I turn to her and I go, wow, you're so fucking cool. You have to wear your sunglasses inside. And her friends go, she's blind.
Oh, God.
She's blind. And I was like, no.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, oh, well, guess you better keep them on then. But also, what are you doing at a burlesque show?
Oh,
but
my gosh.
She was a very good sport, and that was fabulous. It was,
Did you make the real? You're sort of halfway through it. Did you make the realization? Was it
no,
one of those like no?
No,
Oh.
didn't click. I was just
Hey,
I was
fuck
just like,
with nice. Oh,
yeah,
God.
it was very much that.
Wow.
And then this other one at Knox Street Bar in Sydney. I run this show. I run this show where I really rip into the audience, and I said, you know, everyone, give it up for our venue owner, Björn. He's here. He's amazing. Give it up for him. And you know, everyone's clapping, but there's just this one woman at the back just like waving her hand in the air, just like one hand in the air, just waving like this. And I pointed and I go, I love how everyone else is clapping and you're just over there just waving your hand like this. And she goes, I've only got one fucking arm. And I was like,
Oh my! How does this happen twice to you?
This happened twice, girl.
Jesus.
Girl, the next one, I wasn't on stage. I was backstage at this point. I know I need to shut my goddamn mouth sometimes. Like,
oh wow!
I like, you can't say something about everything, but yet I can.
Jeez.
So this girl backstage was just about to go on stage, and she had this like hair on her chest, and so I just went to pick off the hair just to help her. Be like, "Oh, babe, you got a little bit of a hair." And she goes, "Oh, no, that's my hair mole. Like that's my mole hair."
Oh right.
And I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
okay, no, you look fab."
You're gonna go out with it? Okay, no, that's good. Yeah.
So sometimes you should shut your mouth, but yeah, like making fun of blind people, and someone with only one arm.
In fairness, like you don't expect to see a lot of blind people
You
at a
don't
burlesque
expect
show.
to see, right?
I mean, you don't go along for the soundtrack. Really.
You're not going, no, because
Yeah.
no one wants a burlesque soundtrack. That's
No.
just traumatic. That's
Oh,
just
boy.
horrible.
Yeah.
Wagon wheel Watusi. You know, that's sort of stuff.
Same 20 fucking songs
But
over here.
I think the good thing about the girl who just had one arm, her name is Deb Roach, and she's actually a pole dancer, which is
she's a one-arm pole dancer.
One-arm pole dancer. She is so phenomenal.
See,
she's amazing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I would pay
Crazy.
great money. I would book her in a second.
Yeah. And I think she is hella booked. She has her own dance studio, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's amazing. So she
Man.
was a really good sport because she kind of got it. She was like, I know what it's
Well,
like.
yeah.
Like, yeah. So I got lucky on that. But the blind girl from Dubbo, like, sorry if you ever
Yeah.
watch this. I apologize.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Hey, blind girl from Dubbo, we're going to give you all kinds of big props.
Yeah.
Well,
If-
yeah, what a good
Hey, blind
sport.
girl from Dubbo, if you want,
Yeah.
we're going to give you a free car.
Yeah.
We're sorry about that. Good sport,
Yeah.
though.
If you if you can decipher this QR code I'm holding up, we'll give you a free
Oh,
car.
my God. Now,
No, she's
producer?
on Spotify. It'll be fine. She'll be listening on Spotify.
She'll be listening on Spotify.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's really hard when you're emceeing to like read
If
the
you-
room
Yeah.
and not know these. Oh, wait, no, I have another one. Wait, I got one more. I've got one more for you.
You can do as many of these you want. Honestly, like fucked up MC stories. This is my
Going to
favorite.
hell.
Yeah.
So this wasn't necessarily emceeing. Oh God, I'm really, really a bad person. But these are things you don't know. But you can't. But you can only know if
You'll never know that about yourself
Right,
until you
you're
kick that
given.
baby. Yeah.
So like one of the number one rules, I guess, as an audience member going to a show is if you're going to sit in the front row,
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to be like, you need to tell your
Yeah.
face that you're
Yeah.
having a good time. Like you've got to be into it and cheering and everything, right?
Otherwise, the MC does have open slather
Open
to
slather.
absolutely
I'm gonna
rip
you a new one.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
after, if you're lucky. If you're lucky.
Oh, this is the best
Right?
running gag we've ever had. Okay.
Just blow into the mic.
Yeah.
Done. Solved.
Yep.
So
I'll be
there's this
laughing
guy.
about that to myself for many, many episodes
You're
to come.
so welcome.
Yeah.
It's just
So-
that's your new entrance to the show. And if they don't understand, they should watch the goddamn podcast.
Yeah, you got to watch the Memphis Mae episode. God damn it.
Obviously.
So who's this guy at the
So
front
this guy
being
in
a
the front
jerk?
row, and he's just sitting there with his arms crossed like this, and he's just shaking his head. just like in the no gesture. Is that
Right.
no? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
no. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
confused
the
with
shaking
yes
is
and
no. Yeah.
So he's just like shaking his head in the no gesture like this the whole time I'm on stage. And I walked backstage and I was like, there's this fucking guy sitting in the front row
Oh, yeah.
just shaking his head. And I
Yeah.
was so mad because I was like, don't sit in the front row if you're gonna be like
Oh,
in
Memphis.
disdain about my art and my body or whatever.
This is, oh my God.
And then so after the show's
No.
finished, whatever, sure.
Oh my-
No one else said that they recognized him. It's just me. So then we walk out to do photos after the show, and he comes up to us and he goes, "Oh my God, that show was amazing. I had the best time. That was fabulous." And I was like, "What?" And then he's sort of standing to the side. And as I kept watching him to try and be like, what is going on here?
Right.
And then I realized he had Parkinson's. Like that's why
oh my
he had his
God.
arms crossed so he could sort of keep himself still. But
And
his
while
head was
there, he's-
going. Yeah, so he had Parkinson's and he loves tits. So, you know, as it turns out.
It's some sort of correlation here.
Yeah, man.
Gosh.
That was a really hard one. So, but at least
How many times has this happened to you? Why do you? Jesus Christ.
It's because I'm too vocal. I need to shut the fuck up sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You got the no filter
Like I just
brigade.
walked backstage and I was like, this guy, how
This
dare he?
God damn
When
him and his degenerative neuro
Right?
disorder. God damn it.
Ah, when in
Wow.
actual fact, he had a fabulous time and I'm just
And he,
a horrible person. Horrible person.
oh,
Yeah.
that will totally throw you though. I mean, if you've got somebody
Yeah.
in the front row
Yeah.
who is, I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah, people who sit in the front row go like, what?
Yeah. What
Man,
are you doing?
I've noticed that that's happening kind of a little bit more. Have you seen the influencers who like injectables crowd? Have you had that happen to you?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get like the super cutesy Instagram influencers, and so like we're definitely going to see the show, so we're definitely going to go up front, and they sit up the front, and their face is like 10 pounds of Botox already in them, and they can't emote at all,
Nah.
and they sit there the whole time, yeah, looking as disinterested as a person can.
And then
Yeah.
pretty much that generalizing that stereotype, they're generally on their phone as well.
Oh yeah.
Like, get
Yeah.
off your phone.
When, in actuality, they could be exposing your show to, 20,000 people that love their, bikini
yeah,
pics
don't
or
tell
whatever.
that part when we're trying to
Yeah.
make fun of people.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh
bring
no,
up the
hey,
good
I'm
parts.
just covering my bases here because the number of times this has
That's
happened to
true.
you. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. What's that
that's true.
clinkety clankety noise? Oh, sorry, I have to bring my oxygen to get through my chemo. You stupid
You
bitch!
stupid bitch, get
Oh
out
my
of
God.
here.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm
I'm going to hell. I'm going
I've
to
never
hell.
had. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had one quite that bad. This is just if you're gonna keep doing crowd work, and
Yeah.
because you get away with it all the time. You've got to have some ones like that.
There's got to be.
I had one somebody in the front row that was on their iPad.
iPad.
Yeah,
That's who brings an iPad to a show?
front row, big bright iPad, and so of course, as soon as they're this is the thing, folks. If you turn your phone on in a dark room, then instantly it's like
It lights up.
It's it's one of the Auschwitz spotlights. On you immediately. But if you bring like an iPad,
Yeah.
that's you might as well be humping a lighthouse. It's
Yeah.
boom, right on you. So this person in the front row, and I clocked them in the first break, and then we had another performer, and they were still there,
Yeah.
still with their fucking iPad. And I remember this particular one, I made an example out of them.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
And so I was like hopping down, grabbing the iPad, holding it aloft like a fresh kill.
Oh, you went
Yeah.
and physically took it from
Oh
them?
yeah. I was like,
Oh wow. Okay.
just letting you know, folks, if you're gonna sit in the front row with an iPad open, you open yourself up to this kind
Yeah.
of treatment. And I had a little tug on my arm, and they were like, I'm sorry, she doesn't speak English. She's been translating everything you say through the whole show. She's really enjoying herself. She just has to keep reading the iPad so she knows what you're saying. I'm like, oh my God.
That's
fuck.
one of them.
Yeah.
That's the same as what I
That's-
did.
This is the
You're
I don't
he's
think
sitting
it's as
over
bad
there
as
in
what
all
you
your
did.
cut.
Well, she was. Your one was blind. Mine was just
Yeah.
Portuguese. God.
I thought you sitting over there in all your glory, being like, "Oh my god, that's horrible." And
I'm
then you
so
said the same-
yeah.
doing the same
I'm
thing.
definitely morally superior in all ways. No, I definitely do
It's
that.
the
Of course.
suit that makes you look superior. It's the linen blend.
It looks like I really should be selling benzodiazepine to somebody
It
in
really
an alleyway,
does.
doesn't it?
It really does.
I had to change this last minute. I was
You
actually,
did.
thank God, because I was wearing my little white shorts.
Yeah,
From
you're wearing
before.
little shorty shorts.
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
your moose knuckle.
It is. I mean,
It was knuckling.
right
and you're
down the
right
line.
in the line of the.
this camera's cutting
camera.
my lunch hard.
And people are going to be grateful for that. You know, give the people what
I'm
they didn't know
I'm
they
a giver.
needed.
I'm a generous lover.
You are.
Hey.
But yeah, so you're just as bad as me. So sucked in.
Yep. Well, I knew I liked you for a reason.
yeah.
Okay. There's a thing. All of us, we've all got shows we're gonna go get on to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to go and entertain hundreds of people and harass the disabled.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
These
how else are you
podcasts-
supposed to make a
I
buck?
feel like I came into this podcast not knowing who I was entirely, and now I know
Yeah,
that I am a harasser of disabled people.
yeah. You're an asshole waiting for inflation.
Yeah.
Just so you get the energy and the cash together to go harass some disabled people.
So awful.
God damn. God, I can't wait for your funeral so I can
Yes.
talk about this louder. How
Oh,
great!
just tell
You know how
everyone.
great she was. Do you
She
know
was
how
such a
many
great
blind people
person.
she harassed? Oh man, one of the greats.
One after the other.
Boy, oh
Great
boy.
MC.
Yeah,
Book her. No,
pussy full of chewing gum and a heart full of gold.
but not extra. Always Hubba Bubba.
Oh yeah, don't get
Lesson learned. If you want to put chewing gum in your pussy, make sure it's Hubba Bubba and not extra,
Yeah, avoid the mint.
because that burns.
And Big Red, right out. Don't-
Oh my god! when I went to the Burlesque Hall of Fame in Vegas.
Oh yeah,
Someone
we
said,
didn't even get into that.
We didn't
Yeah,
even-
you've done the
I
B-Hop.
did- I
You've
did the
done Burlesque
B-Hop.
Hall of Fame.
I have. I got in first time I applied. Thank you
Hey,
very much.
you know why? Because you're fucking amazing.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Hey.
Horrible person, great performer. Ha.
Hey, wow.
But I mean, that's
such
like,
a rarity. for
Rare, I
those-
was going to say that's like all
When
comedians,
does that ever
right?
happen? Oh yeah.
I mean, there's one just here, Jeremiah. That's
Hey.
unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
But I feel
We'll
like he's
get into
looking over
that.
my shoulder the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have no idea what I was talking about.
I was just about to segue after.
I was talking
listening
about
to you talk.
Beehoff, Red
Yeah.
Hots. I had Red Hots put up my bum hole. Yeah, by Bambi the Mermaid. She said if
Aw.
whoever fangirls over Trixie, not Trixie, yes, Trixie,
Yeah.
Monkey and
Trixie
Trixie,
Oh right.
then I will put a Red Hot up their bum hole. I missed that memo and I was like, oh my God, Trixie, you're so amazing. I love you. Great burlesque performer. And then just like this,
Yeah.
straight up, hot.
Was it a surprise? Was it a surprise one?
It-
Did they
it-
just come up behind you? Go,
Just a secret surprise one.
Mm.
No, there was consent.
Oh, okay.
Where I maybe shouldn't have let that happen because it burnt. But you know,
yeah, but once you're there, once
Once
your
you're there, you gotta do
butthole
it.
is puckered and someone is there with a red hot, you're like, well, when am I ever going to
When am I
get a
gonna do that?
chance like this?
I just
again?
never thought I'd have my butthole fingered on the floor of a casino in Las Vegas. So
You know what? You know what's weird? I've known you a while, and I definitely thought you would. That was just something I knew. Within 20
You
minutes of
just-
meeting
yeah.
you, I was like,
You've
this
had your-
woman's going to get her bumhole fingered on the floor of a casino. And
One
it's going to
day.
happen soon.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
and she's gonna tell me about it one day, and I'm gonna say, "Girl, I knew that's what was gonna happen
Hey! Oh,
to you. You made it. You're proud of me, aren't you?
oh.
So
My
proud.
predictions come. Of course. Oh, baby, I am super proud.
So proud.
God damn, I am proud of you, man. Please keep flying the freak flag because there's not enough of it, quite frankly.
I agree.
Yeah, and you are a shining beacon of behavior and
I'll take
a
that.
high watermark.
I'll take that.
Mwah. People who aren't aware of you beforehand, who are now clearly big fans and want to know more. Okay, how do they find more of Memphis?
Find more of me.
Yeah.
Find
What's
more of me.
all your links and all that good
All
stuff?
my links.
Yeah.
I decided when I first started doing burlesque to make my Instagram link Memphis Mayhem,
Yeah.
which is MAEHEM,
Uh-huh.
so people can't find me. So
Oh,
that's
really?
that's really handy.
Oh, bum.
But I'm also shadow banned as F. Like I'm
Oh, really?
so shadow banned on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh,
Constantly my posts are being taken down because of my womanly body. Yeah, Instagram's like, nah. And I'm
Wait
like,
a second.
Yeah.
Ever since the Nun Factory took over the CEO position.
Literally, since the Nun Factory, and they've just been getting them out. And I'm just there working every day, showing the nuns my tits, trying to make changes.
Yeah.
But, you can't, once a nun, always a
Be the change you
nun.
want to see in the world. And if the change is none, I'm going to workshop that one. I don't know. There's something.
Yeah, but
there.
you're onto something. You're onto something. But we can't be funny all the time, can we?
Well, evidently, I'm just finding that out now. Yeah.
For the last hour.
What a time to yeah. Oh my gosh.
What a time to not be funny on an hour-long podcast. It's perfect. You know where to find me?
Yeah.
Come to a fucking show.
Bam.
Find me at a goddamn show.
Go see Cake. Go see whatever the hell else she's doing. Yeah.
Go see Cake. If you want to find any more information about Cake, which is a show that I'm really pushing, and I really, really believe that it's going to be bringing back the old school fringe sideshow fuckery.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's so joyful. It's pink. It's bright. It's lovely.
You got my vote.
Do it. Go on Instagram at Let Them Eat It, which can look like Let Them Meat Tit.
And also make sure you go to my online petition that I've just set up to get Memphis to start doing that cheeseburger act again.
We're going to need some numbers on that.
Memphis! Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Oh my God, I didn't think I could love you more than I already did. And then it happened. Folks, if you don't love Memphis Mayhem, then that's clearly a YP, not an MP. You've got to get your fucking shit together. Goddamn.
Right.
Truly, you are a absolute fountain of charisma and fabulous chatty. Mwah.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Love you. I saw you have a spa.
Oh, yeah. You want to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Should we go have a spa?
Yeah, let's go.
Folks, that's it. Be sure, like, comment, subscribe, write something in the, I don't care if it's gibberish, write something in the algorithm. Yeah. Give me, use it as a place to store your shopping list. I don't give a fuck. The algorithm doesn't know. AI is stupid. They don't know shit. Anywho, folks, may the wind blow gently at your back and a bag of cocaine show up at your doorstep. Have a wonderful night. And, onwards to victory. Should we go spa? Should we go?
Let's get in that spa.
Hey.
Let's go spa.
Don't you know we all cheer for Magnus Danger D?
Erections are a growth industry.